Hello and greetings to you. This is a very important session that we're just about to get into, where we'll talk about rescued, abandoned children. And probably many of you here, these children have gone through this. There is children's home. What happens here? Why are these children abandoned? And what they go through. The issues of adoption, and much more. So today in this program, we want to hear this journey and how the rescue has been, and what happens after that, and what kind of children they are, and probably how you can also get involved in the process. And because there are some who may come to help, others may come to adopt, others may come to do different things, and much more. So welcome to this program, and I have no doubt, no matter what you're going through, because all of us, different seasons in life, we go through different things, but we bring this program so that no matter what you're going through, you may also know that other people out there have gone through so much, and they come out strong, and they overcome, they conquer. And I have listened and walked with many people that have done, great works, tremendous achievements in life, and listening to their stories, it has not all been, a bed of roses. It has been sometimes, tragedies, death, pain, accidents, sickness, and many things that people come along to get to where they are today. Sometimes they have failed, but they came back. So you're in the right place, the right program. And today I have wonderful guests that I'll be introducing, and they'll talk to us, and we will share in this conversation. Please be part of this conversation. If you have a question, you have a comment, you can share with us, and we'll be glad to also interact with you. So I have two wonderful ladies here, and they'll tell us more about who they are, what they do, and we can take it up from there. So let me start with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bishop, and thank you for welcoming me here. My name is Sarah Kenyajui, and I'm the administrator, Happy Life Children's Home.
Sarah Kenyajui, administrator, Happy Life Children's Home. Roysambu.
Yes.
That means there is another one.
Yes.
Okay. Let's get to our next guest.
Okay, I'd really like to thank you, Bishop, and also thank God for this opportunity. My name is Mary Mwangi. I work as an administrator in Juja Farm Campus, Happy Life.
Okay. Again, another administrator, Juja Farm Campus of the same institution of Happy Life Children. So before we come to Happy Life, who is Sarah? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sarah is an ambitious married woman I'm a mother of two girls, and I have a passion for children and for serving God. I'm also a born-again Christian, and it has been a joy to work at Happy Life Children's Home.
A mother of two. How old are they now?
I have a 15-year-old and an 11-year-old.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Got some work there.
Yes.
When you say ambitious, what do you mean?
I am a person that has a passion for life.
Oh.
Yes, and I have dreams and ambitions for life.
Wow.
Yes, I love life.
You love life. No wonder you work for Happy Life.
No wonder I work for Happy Life.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Mary, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. As I said, my name is Mary Mwangi, born-again Christian. I come from a family of 6, 3 boys, 3 girls.
Okay.
Before I came to Happy Life, I was involved in the area of serving children, both in church and also in the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you the older one, the firstborn, or the last
I'm the
born?
first one. I'm the firstborn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did you grow up in this beautiful country?
I grew up in Thika town.
Thika, just
Yeah.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you are a town girl.
Yes.
Okay. So how was it growing up? How was life? You look like you grew up in a well-to-do family, and how was life? You can take us back a little bit.
Okay. I came from a family which was struggling. We started by struggling when our parents could not agree in many areas, which left us sometimes alone, which was a challenge for us while growing
How old
up.
were you then?
I was 10 years.
Wow.
The first time I realized that my father and my mother are not together. They left. Our mother left. Our dad was working in Nairobi, so we stayed for quite some time without parents.
Wow.
My father used to come home once during the weekend.
Your mother or your
My father.
Your father.
Yes.
And your mother is home?
My mother was not home then.
Oh.
So we were left all alone. We stayed alone.
Wow.
Yeah. And being the firstborn, the whole responsibility.
10-year-old.
Yeah, 10
So
years.
you are raising all these others.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
It was a big challenge. I got late to school because I was to take care of the rest of my siblings.
Wow.
And also realizing that we had our last born brother was allowed a year and something.
Wow.
It was a big challenge for us going to school, leaving him alone in the house. I think even that up to today it challenges me a lot.
Wow.
Remembering
Leaving him, how old was he then?
He was allowed 1 year.
And you leave him alone?
Yes, we could go to school and leave him in the house.
The whole day?
The whole day.
How?
Yeah, it's just happened, but right now, after working with children for many years, I saw the trauma that he went through, but at least God helped him. Yeah.
Wow. Can you imagine a child of 1 year in the house for a whole day alone?
Yeah.
So does that mean the child didn't feed? No food, no drinking, no changing, nothing?
We used to cook the food at night. So when going to school, we used to leave the food just where he woke up and walked around. I may not say much how he fed.
But he ate?
Okay, he ate. Sometimes I can't remember exactly what happened, but he grew.
Wow.
That's what I know.
I mean, it's an interesting scenario because even where parents sometimes divorce or separate, at least the children will be either the mother or the father. So I don't know why for you, both of them left you and both of them left. I don't know. Is it that your mother could not live with you, or your dad, at least one of them to be with you, or both of them left you?
Okay. I think they started disagreeing, and my mother felt that this is too much.
Yeah.
And she left.
And your dad was working somewhere?
Yes.
Still in Thika?
Not really. He worked in Nairobi.
Oh, that's why he came home during the weekend. So he's the one who came to see you on the weekend?
Yes.
And your mother, did she ever come?
She never came during that period. It was a period of allowed 1 year.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wow. That was tough.
So.
But then you grew up.
Yeah, we grew up. We grew up.
Wow. That was a big challenge. But your father was supporting you with the food and rent and all that.
Okay. He used to do that, but either one time he got discouraged. I don't know what really happened, because there is a time we didn't have food. And we were all kids, and one man came to our family. We used to go to the same church, but this time I don't know what brought him to our home, knowing that my mother was not there, and my father was not there. He came one evening and found us that, I remember the day it was raining.
Wow.
And he came and asked us, do we have food? Do you have food? And he was quite sympathetic with us, and he called me and told me, let's go to the shop. And he bought us food.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have any.
We didn't have any. And from that moment, he became a celebrity in our family, even to this day.
He's still there.
Okay, we still remember him dearly.
But you lost touch.
Yeah, we lost touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wow, that was tough.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come and hear how you got into children and helping children. Sarah, where did you grow up? Are you also from Thika?
Yes, I
Oh, interesting.
yes, I'm also from Thika.
Okay.
I grew up in Thika. My dad was a teacher in Thika High School. That's where I spent most of my childhood.
Okay.
And
So you stayed in the school compound?
yes, we stayed in the school compound. My
Okay.
dad was a teacher at Thika High School. Then he was transferred to Mangu High School.
Okay.
Then finally he went to Joytown Secondary. That's where he retired from.
Okay.
But I would say I had a fairly good childhood because both of my parents are still together and
Yeah.
I've been married for years.
Okay.
Both of my parents are pastors.
Oh.
So I come from a family that's stable, I would say, a stable family.
For you were never left.
I was never left. I was never left.
Are you the firstborn?
No, I'm the second born.
Okay.
I have an older brother.
Okay.
But I had a fairly good childhood, I would say, and I never lacked of anything in terms
Okay.
of like my schooling and my shelter. I had a good childhood, and my parents introduced me to church. And I remember when I joined the youth ministry when I was in high school.
Okay.
And from that, I went to, after high school, I went to a mission school.
Oh.
And I called ISOM,
Okay.
the National School of Missions.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of mission work when I was younger. Yes, and we preached a lot, especially
Where? Still in Thika?
still in Thika,
Okay.
under Bishop Molandi. That's
Okay,
where
yeah.
I went to school. Yeah, that's my church. Christian Church International was my childhood church.
Oh.
Then later I got married and joined Destiny Worship Center.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh. For you, life was easy.
Yeah, it was. I would not say I had.
You make Mary feel bad.
Not really, not really.
Not really. Maybe my beginning was not very good, but since I can remember, I had a good childhood.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So, Mary, how did you deal with that? Like going through all that and the pain and being left and hungry and lack. How did you navigate through that to be what you are today? Did that leave you bitter and in pain, or how did you get out of it?
When our mother came back, we were so happy because the time she was there, she used to take good care of us.
Okay.
I remember she made sure that we were sparkling clean and we are fed.
Okay.
And also my mother was this kind of a person. Whenever we woke up in the morning, before she makes tea, she could give us storybooks. Just keep on reading as I make tea.
Yeah.
And that laid a good foundation for us to continue with education.
Okay.
But concerning this time she was not there, it left a very big vacuum, especially in me as the firstborn. And this, I remember there is a time I lost myself. And this time, I used to go to the same church with Sarah.
What do you mean you lost yourself?
I lost myself. I will explain. We used to go to the same church with Sarah, and there came a program where people were supposed to read. When you read, you write a report, and then when you write a report about a book, you are given the book.
Oh.
So that gave me a very good opportunity to read so many books. And as I was reading, I was trying to find myself.
Yeah.
And one time I read one book which was written by somebody called Norman Vincent Peale. He talks about the power of positive living, the power of such things. And I read, and I think that's when I started discovering myself, and I can live without attaching myself with parents and all that went along.
Oh.
Then through reading, because I did so many books, when I found that so many people went through even bad things more than what I went through,
Yeah.
I started appreciating myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that helps you to,
Yeah, it
to
really
come
helped
out of where you are and
Yeah.
the pain and all that.
Yeah.
Wow, that was very helpful. So so today you don't have the pain of growing up in those challenges.
Okay, for me now, I take it positively.
Okay.
I see there was a reason why I went through that. Nobody wants to get into bad things
Yeah.
or growing in a bad environment.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm able to understand the children that I handle.
Yeah.
And I think that really motivated me to serve the children. I think all my life I've served children. I've never served any other place. Vulnerable children, children with HIV, children who are orphaned, plus many other kinds of kids.
So how did that come about? Well, how did you know you have if I may call it a calling to children, ministry, serving children? How did that start?
Okay, one time there is a lady who was an American.
Okay.
She came and started a children's home.
In Thika?
In Thika.
Okay.
So when she came to Thika, she needed workers. I had just finished my high school. And my mother, who knew the lady first, told me, you can work for this lady. And I went and started working.
Oh, as a what?
I was called a residential nutritionist, but really I took care of the meals of the children. That was my work.
Oh, okay.
Ensuring that children are fed, they are fed balanced diet. That's what I used to do.
Okay.
So one time, she was going to the US. And she said that I'm supposed to accompany her to the airport, plus other people. And when she was just departing, she took hold of me. She hugged me tightly. And as she was leaving, she talked to me through my ears and told me, never leave children.
Wow.
She was saved, so I didn't take it badly.
Yeah.
But like also that year, myself, I was struggling how to handle the children. I had a lot of challenges. So, okay, right now that's when I realized she was meant to pave way for me. She told me, and that thing disturbed me. Why did she say that? And this time I'm feeling I don't want to work with children. It's like,
yeah,
I'm
never
not
leave
very
children.
comfortable.
Wow.
Yeah, but
And
she
went,
made an impact in
did
my
she
life.
come back?
She came other time after that. Actually, by that time I was leaving her place. She knew that.
Okay.
And but she left the impact in me.
Wow.
Since that,
And of course, seeing the children, being with them.
Yeah.
Let's come to Sarah. Sarah, you have also been to Happy Life or at Happy Life Children. So how long have you worked there?
10 years.
10 years already.
Yes.
Wow. How did you get to Happy Life, and how did you get working with the children?
I think my working with children, especially babies at Happy Life, I would say it was by chance or by divine connection.
Okay.
Because my previous job I was working with teenagers. And
where was this?
I used to work with a program called Life Changers.
In the church?
Yeah, in the church.
Okay.
Where we would go to schools and do school ministry. So usually I did high school and primary schools.
Okay.
Is usually what I did. I had not dealt with babies before that. But I would say maybe my passion was born in Kakuma refugee camp where I worked. Later, when I left Life Changers, I went to Life Changers Kakuma.
You've been to Kakuma?
Yeah, the refugee camp. And I think that's where my passion for working with children was born. Per se. I didn't know I would later in life come to work with babies because I was sent by the organization there to start a school program, a pastoral program in the schools in Kakuma. It is weird that none of the schools had a pastoral program. And I'm the one that started the 9 or 11 schools in Kakuma town.
Wow.
For pastoral programs.
Wow.
And I did that within 1 year. We had done 9 schools.
How come you're not a pastor?
And then later we added 2 more. I think I've grown up in a pastor's family, and I wouldn't really say that that's my life.
That speaks a lot.
Yeah,
a story for another day. Okay.
I wouldn't really say that's my line. I think I can serve in other ways because I've been a worship leader for so many years.
Yeah.
I never really felt like I would be the person to pick a mic and preach.
Okay.
I'd never been propelled to stand in front. And
I hear you.
Yes. Maybe if I was groomed enough, I would preach.
Now, here you're in Kakuma. How is life in Kakuma, like being there?
Life in Kakuma is very tough, especially we start with the weather.
Wow.
Because it's Kakuma is very hot. I remember we would wash our blankets in the morning. By 5:30 there's sun.
Wow.
In the morning? Yes, in the morning.
Wow.
So by the time it's 7, there's scorching sun that can dry a blanket.
Wow.
The blankets would dry if you leave them like for too long outside. they would dry like a hide, like skin hide.
Wow.
You can't even, you have to dip it inside water again.
Wow.
I remember by 10, there's
That's hot.
mirage, you know mirage on the roads when you're walking, like the ones the cows
By
follow.
10.
By
Wow.
10 o'clock. So
Very hot.
Yes, and I wouldn't say the organization I'm working with, we didn't have like a car that we would use. So I even learned how to ride a motorcycle because that's the only way you would get to the villages.
Wow.
There are no roads.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Through sand and thorns. It was very tough. Kakuma
How
is
long were
tough.
you there?
I was only there for 1 year, but on and off I've been going there for 5 years before.
Okay.
But it's 1 year that I stayed there.
Wow.
I did that,
was
and
tough.
it was tough. It was very tough.
Sleeping
and then,
you have good houses there?
No, ACMI has a camp there. We had good houses, good food and everything, but the environment was very tough.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And the other challenge, I would say, the local community is very poor,
Okay.
like very dependent on donors and handouts.
Yeah.
And so preaching to people that don't even have to food was very hard.
Yeah.
So most of what we also did was like feeding program.
Yeah.
We first have to feed the children, to preach to them. Yes.
Wow. Quite a journey. So this is how you got to know, like, I'm called to do this kind of mission.
Yes.
Then how you came to Happy Life and started 10 years ago.
Yes.
How has that been, being at Happy Life Children's Home? And maybe the people who are listening to us, they would want to know who is Happy Life Children's Home, what is there, what happens there, and what kind of people or children do you get there?
I would say, like I said before, that my coming to Happy Life was by just divine connection. I've never ever thought I would work with babies. Newborns.
Yeah.
I really didn't even know how to behave when I first came to Happy Life.
Wow.
So for those that are new here and they don't know, Happy Life Children's Home is a home for the abandoned children. We rescue babies. So we are a shelter, not really an orphanage, because orphanages, people pick children that have relatives and they help them. But our children are abandoned. 99% of our children.
They have no family,
No
nobody.
families. So 99% of the children are abandoned children. So those are the ones that we take care of. They're rescued from birth. We get babies as young as a few hours old.
A few hours?
Yes.
Wow.
So we are a registered institution under CCIs, Charitable Children Institutions. They're registered by the government. And we have been in operation for 22 years, since 2002.
Wow.
Yes.
22 years.
Yes.
So babies come here abandoned. Where are they abandoned?
They're abandoned in hospitals, in bushes, in neighbors' houses, all manner of places. Actually now, recently we have started getting cases of children abandoning the children near Happy Life.
Oh.
Like a baby we rescued like a month ago was just rescued near Lumumba Drive, near a ditch.
Okay.
And we have had children coming with letters and dropped by border people. And we have to return them back to the police.
Wow.
So people leave children in all manner of places. Yes.
Have you ever tried to think why people abandon these babies? Is it that the babies have a problem or what?
When I came, I actually, first when I came here, I thought people were abandoning children because children had issues.
Yeah.
Only to start rescuing children that were 9 months old, a baby weighing 9 kgs, a very healthy baby.
Very healthy.
Somebody just wakes up one morning and decides, have had enough of this baby, and they just abandon the baby by the roadside. People have put children in pit latrines.
Wow.
So I don't think. First of all, I think one of the major issues, the reasons why people abandon children, is just people are just selfish, very self-centered. Because if you think of days when we were growing, a lot of our parents had 10 children, and most of them were doing manual jobs.
Yeah.
And your parent didn't abandon you because you didn't have. They went through it with your poverty, but they never abandoned you.
They fought for these children.
Yeah, but now a person is abandoning their only child because they have slept hungry, because they have lost their job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're like, now I'm depressed. So I think we are doing a lot of babysitting. The society now, there's a lot of babysitting, and there's a lot of, I wouldn't even know what to call it. People are very self-centered.
Wow.
Because I wouldn't think that the major reason is poverty. Because I remember there were like 2 years back, the government was doing an operation of taking the street children from the street.
The streets, yeah.
And I remember a street mother clutching their babies like this. They wouldn't want their children to go. And this is a mother that has nowhere to sleep, no job, nothing. They have 2 children that you cannot take away from them.
Yeah.
But then there's this mother that had a job, but because they have lost them, they just abandoned their 2 children at a neighbor's house or at a daycare. So maybe self-centeredness. And the other thing, mental health is not something that has really been talked about in the country. I think it's something that we need to
So
start
these mothers are not stable mentally.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's also another.
We'll talk more about that. Mary, tell us what you do and the other center. You talked about Juja Farm. That's where you are. Tell us how long you have been there and how is life there?
Okay, I've been there at Happy Life Juja Farm. Now, this is my 12th year.
Oh.
Yes. We at Happy Life Juja Farm, we deal with children who are school going. So whenever they get to the age of going to school from Loesambu, they come over there.
So Sarah had them over to you?
Yeah, she had them over to me.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have seen even right now we have children who are in college, which we feel it's a great honor and God has really helped us. We have those who are in high school right now, and we have those who are in primary schools.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when they leave Roysambu campus, they come to you. How many do you keep in Juja? How many are you able to take care of?
Right now we have 112.
112.
Yeah.
And the baby center in Roysambu?
Our capacity at Roysambu is 60, but we always have more.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many do you have right now?
Currently we have 63.
63.
Yes.
Babies.
Babies.
What age?
0 to 3 years.
0 to 3 years.
Yes.
You can imagine babies 0 to 3 years, 63 of them. And what are the needs in their lives? I mean, what do they need? I mean, of course, babies need food and all those kind of things. But you can mention to people because people are wondering maybe how is life there and what are the needs?
I think when you talk about 63 children, because thinking of even one baby at home using diapers, like when I was raising my children, a newborn baby would use like 10 diapers per day.
Wow.
Now we are talking about 63 children that all need diapers.
Wow.
So we are talking about like hundreds of thousands worth of diapers in a month. And apart from diapers, they need formula because, you know, these babies are not breastfed. And so we want to exclusively give them milk formula till they're 6 months. And it also costs us a lot of money. So food is a constant need at Happy Life. I would say it's something that you cannot do without food. Some things like diapers, maybe sometimes you can substitute and use napkins.
Yeah.
Which we have not actually been able to do because it would be crazy to have so many babies. But food, I would say, is a constant need at Happy
Food, diapers, formula, of course, medical, and all that. So, wow, we'll come back and talk more about that. As we take a short break, Mary, tell us what the age of the children that you have in Juja and what are some of the challenges you've had to go through.
Yeah, the children that we have right now at Juja, they are 3 years upwards. The oldest, those are, we may call them adults now. They're in college.
How old are they?
The oldest is now 20, the one who we brought up all the way. So, like Sarah had said, the main need in Juja is food. Because those are children who are growing. We have teenagers. Their bodies are asking for more food. Also, provision of school materials because they are all school going. There's need for uniforms. There's need for books and the textbooks and also the storybooks. There's need for people coming and socializing with these children. There are people who can talk to you and they know that they are loved somewhere because these are the kind of children that they don't see an auntie come from outside. They don't see a relative come from outside. So whenever people come in with your support, you always make these children happy. You may bring your birthday to a place where the children will feel happy, appreciated. At least they will enjoy a cake from you. That would be great. Also, there are many ways you can support those children. You can choose to sponsor a child with whatever amount you have. You may have your own 500. Maybe you can feel, I can be able to be providing 500 to this child per month. It will make a big difference. And also they are different according to whatever God has given you. You can come and talk to us, and also you can be able to know, I will support this child with this amount, since we have those who are in primary schools and also those who are in high school, and you know the demand for education, a lot is required. So those are some of the things that are needed.
Thank you. We'll talk more about that. We'll take a short break, and of course we have our pay bill number on the screen. If somebody wants to help these wonderful children with formula, with the diapers, with the food, you could be way out there. You may not even come to Happy Life. Maybe you are far off, but you can send something to be a blessing to these wonderful children. When we come back, we'll talk more about these children adopted, what happens, how is that process, and also how you can get involved. Let's take a minute break, and we'll be right back. Thank you.